occupy the courts.
We can occupy the courts
And take back our democracy.
and take back our democracy.
Occupy the courts.
Occupy the courts.
Hey, that was Wanda Dudley from the Oregon Working Families Party. Let me introduce Rick Harris. Rich is the co-founder of the Marion Polk Move to Amend chapter. Rich. I'm ready for my check.
Ready for my check.
Who are we?
Who are we?
We are the people.
We are the people.
Those who are designated as the first three words of the Constitution of our country.
Those are the first three words of our Constitution. Our country.
This is significant because it means
This is significant because it means
we have the power.
we have the power.
We have the power.
We have the power.
We are sovereign.
We are sovereign.
In this country, that
In this country, that
is the supreme law of the land.
is the supreme law of the land.
However, we the people have a serious disease.
We the people have a serious disease.
It is a disease that most of us are born with.
It is a disease some of us are born with.
It is a disease that once we are diagnosed,
It is a disease that once we are diagnosed,
plagues us the rest of our lives.
plagues us the rest of our lives.
It causes a strange organ
It causes a strange organ
to develop within our person.
to develop within our person.
It is a disease that sometimes results.
It is a disease that sometimes results.
It's too horrible to contemplate.
It's too horrible to contemplate.
It results in
It results in
voting.
voting.
Yes. The disease I'm talking about is citizenship.
It's citizenship.
But don't worry.
But don't worry.
Some of the richest organizations,
Some of the richest organizations
best sociopathic minds on this planet
and the best sociopath minds on this planet
are working hard at spending big bucks
are working hard at spending big bucks
to cure us of it.
to cure us of it.
These organizations are so generous
These organizations are so generous
and self-sacrificing
and self-sacrificing
that they are trying to figure out
that they are trying to figure out
how to cut that organ
how to get our organs
out of us
out of us
and transplant it
and transplant it
into themselves.
into themselves.
So that's probably their next step.
So that's probably their next step.
Get corporations declared as citizens.
Get corporations declared as citizens.
Could be, but it won't be the first attempt. They have already tried to get themselves
They have already tried to get themselves
declared citizens
declared citizens
in Carl v. Virginia, 1868.
in Carl v. Virginia, 1868.
And in that case,
And in that case,
a Stater court
the state court
denied their claim to citizenship.
denied their claim to citizenship.
So the 1%
So the 1%
have recruited a group of thugs
have recruited a group of us
to deprive us of citizenship
to deprive us of citizenship
more quickly
more quickly
and less messy than surgery.
and less than surgery.
You may recognize some of their names.
You may recognize some of their names.
Ronald Reagan,
Ronald Reagan,
P. Atwater,
C. Atwater,
Karl Rove,
Karl Rove,
George H.W. Bush,
George H.W. Bush,
George W. Bush,
George W. Bush,
Richard Pearl
Senator Curl.
Dick Cheney.
Dick Cheney.
Jim Gaither.
Jim Gaither.
Hank Paulson.
Hank Paulson.
Paul Wolfowitz.
Paul Wolfowitz.
Etc. Their guiding philosophy, besides Greek, is called social Darwinism. Or the survival of the fittest. Under this philosophy, it's your fault that we moved your job and many others out of the country, and now you can't find work. So it's also your fault that you can no longer meet your mortgage obligations to us. And it's your fault that inflation is rampant, and you can no longer afford the basic necessities of life. A roof over your head. Food to keep from starving. Medical care to avoid, or better yet, cure sickness. Let alone an education. And a retirement plan. And that $2.7 trillion that was, well, go ahead. Your Social Security safety net. We borrowed that. And we're not going to pay it back. So you're welcome to grovel for the meanest job on our terms. No health plan. No Social Security. No Medicare. No retirement. This is what corporate personhood has done to we the people.